When I was a kid, I thought courage looked loud. I thought courage was the person who always had the perfect words, the strongest voice, and the biggest crowd behind them. But the older I've gotten, the more I realize courage usually shows up much quieter than that. Sometimes it's just one ordinary person deciding they can't pretend anymore. Imagine a little boy standing on a sidewalk. He's too young to vote. He's too young to understand politics. He doesn't even know what the Constitution says. He doesn't know who John Lewis is. All he knows is that a group of adults decided to spend their Saturday standing together for something they believed mattered. Years from now, he won't remember every speech. He won't remember every sign. But he'll remember one thing. He'll remember what courage looked like. Because that's how citizenship is taught. Not in a classroom, no, not on television, but watching ordinary people decide that being a citizen is more important than being comfortable. John Lewis understood that. People remember the march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. They remember the photographs. They remember the violence. But I don't think John Lewis wanted us to remember him because he was fearless. I think he wanted us to remember that fear does not get the final vote. He called it good trouble. Not because trouble is the goal, but because there are moments when doing the right thing will always inconvenience someone who benefits from things staying exactly the way they are. Every generation has one question to answer. Will we inherit the republic, or will we simply occupy it? There is a difference. An occupant consumes, an heir preserves. An occupant asked, "What does America owe me?" An heir asked, "What will I leave behind?" That's the question in front of us today. Not whether you're a Republican, not whether you're a Democrat, not whether everyone here agrees on every issue. The question is much simpler than that. Will the next generation inherit a country where citizens still believe they have a responsibility to one another? Because freedom isn't self-sustaining. The Constitution does not defend itself. Democracy does not repair itself. Every generation has to decide whether they carry those things forward or they quietly hand them away. John Lewis carried his part, and now it's ours. Maybe your bridge isn't in Selma. Maybe your bridge is in a school board meeting. Maybe it's in a city council meeting. Maybe it's helping a neighbor. Maybe it's simply refusing to not let fear convince you that your voice doesn't matter. History rarely asks most of us to become heroes, but it does ask every one of us to become citizens. And that's enough. Because republics aren't saved by famous people. They're sustained by millions of ordinary Americans who choose responsibility over apathy. Who choose principle over convenience. Who choose courage over comfort. So when you leave here today, don't leave thinking about a rally. Don't leave thinking about a speech. Leave thinking about that little boy on the sidewalk, because somewhere he's watching us. He's deciding what an American looks like. He's deciding on what courage sounds like. He's deciding whether citizenship is something worth carrying into his own future. So let's give him an answer he'll be proud to inherit. Because the day you become an American, you inherit a job. Not a title, but a responsibility. And that responsibility is to leave this republic stronger than you found it. John Lewis did his part. Now it's our turn. I'm Tony Michaels. Stay free. Now, before I go, Jeff City, let me hear it one more time. Oh, you can get louder than that. Give me a yeah! Okay, we have our marching